What's up, guys? Stephen Bowman here from Pro Physique. Today what I want to talk about is our stage weight goal, or our goal stage weight. What's up? So hey guys, happy Arnold motherfucking weekend! Ooh, we're looking forward to Columbus. So I am actually going to be in Columbus tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and put this video out today because fuck it. It's Wednesday. But I'm going to be at the Arnold this weekend. I'm going to be doing my best to hang out sort of around the Core Nutritionals and America Labs booth until old Dougie Bear kicks me the fuck out. Or the ginger beer just, gives me the boot. So I'm going to be out and around. So if you guys are at the Arnold this weekend, and if you watch the channel, please, if you see me, say what's up. I swear to God, I'll probably do something awkward as fuck. But I love meeting you guys. Met somebody in person on Sunday, follows the YouTube. It's just really cool to see you guys in person. And hear that you like the content, and that it makes a difference, because it inspires me. It keeps me motivated to continue putting out more content and talking to you guys about more stuff. So if you're at the Arnold this weekend, please say hey. If you're a client of mine, definitely make sure you get a hold of me and say hey. It always bums me out when you guys are at, we're at the same expos and I don't get to meet up with you. I know you hate me deep down inside, but still, I love it. So let's talk about this a little bit. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were kind of talking about the idea of goal stage weights, right? And their goal stage weight was 130, and now it's 125. And so I think having a goal weight for stages is appropriate, right? I don't think that's an inappropriate thing. Because it definitely gives us an idea of a hard number to hit. And I think for a lot of people, in terms of goal setting and making things happen, that's much easier to adhere to. It's much easier to motivate ourselves for a hard goal, like a number for a goal stage weight, right? And I will be honest with you, typically my goal stage weights that I will give people is kind of a range. I think we're going to be around this number. Now, I am a little bit more experienced, but sometimes that number is not always a direct hit, right? Yes, I know, like, hey, our height, our weight, our class, what we're looking for, this is typically around where we're going to need to be for the height, right? Okay, cool. But some people hold more muscle, some people hold less muscle, right? And so that number, it can move around a little bit up or down. So for me to say, hey, we're gonna be on stage at 130, if we get to 130 and we need to be 125, we're definitely moving that to 125, right? And that's just an example, but like I said, stage weights, it's always kind of like a range. I think we're gonna be around this number, right? We don't want to get stuck on a said number, because especially for something like bikini, right? It's more about the look, right, than what we weigh. It's about having the right lines in the right places. It's about having the right curvature in the right places, right? It's about our hair, our makeup, our presentation, our confidence and poise on stage. So especially for something like bikini, some people will have the right lines in the right places at a different weight than others. Plain and simple. And again, like I said, that does depend a lot on muscularity, how much muscle we have. Do we have enough glute? Do we have enough shoulder? Do we have enough back and lats, right? Are our quads bigger or smaller? How are our proportions specifically set up? So even though a goal weight is a great thing, I don't think that necessarily we want to be stuck on that number. So yes, it's good to have that goal. It's nice because it keeps us consistent. It keeps us motivated for that goal. It's that finish line, right? So, but we have to be understanding that that finish line may move up or back a little bit depending on how we're responding and how we look. Now, there's also going to be a lot of other things that come into play for this, right? Maybe we're inflamed. If we're doing a lot of cardio towards the end of prep, we're working really hard, our calories are kind of low, we can have a lot of inflammation. Now, a good peak week where we drop the cardio intensity and we sort of drop the training intensity, allow you to recover, fill you out with carbohydrates, that can help with that as well. So sometimes it's not even that you're not lean enough, it's just that the body is so stressed out that it makes it difficult to see your lines in your musculature, right? So sometimes a drop in the training intensity and volume, those things can just be super beneficial, allowing your body to heal up and to really pop for that stage look. So I think that, you know, the idea of I have a goal stage weight, it's great. Yes, it's absolutely great. And it can be very beneficial in terms of psychological aspects, but I don't want you guys to get super stuck on it, right? The truth of the matter is we're going for a look. Now, if you're a bodybuilder, a figure competitor, a men's physique competitor, a men's classic physique competitor, the real deal is we just need to be bone fucking shredded, right? And at that point, like, if my stage weight, like, what was my stage weight this past year? It was 174 for the first show, 176 for the second, right? Here's the thing, if my stage weight was 168, that is what it is. Because if I bring in a better conditioning package, and especially as a natural bodybuilder, and really as a bodybuilder in particular, the better the conditioning, the better you're gonna look on stage, the better your lines look, the sharper they are. The more your striations and separations are gonna pop, right? Given that you get your peaking and your full, right? That stuff, right? Correct. So, yes, leaner is better. 9 times out of 10, leaner is better. It's just how it goes. So, keeping that in mind, the closer we can stay to stage weight within reason in our off season, the better of a place we set ourselves up for to be in when we get to season. Now, we do not want to stay too lean to where hormones are unstable. We're not recovering. We can't sleep. Hair is falling out. This is a real big one for a lot of female competitors that I see. They want to stay too lean and the hair starts falling out more and getting us to an unhealthy place. Yes, it takes time for hormones to reset. Yes, it's going to be a time investment. Yes, it's going to be different for everybody. But we want to get you to a place where those things can happen and where we can be healthy, right? So typically what I say, and again, ranges, right? If we think about health, homeostasis is a range. We want to be healthy within a range. So giving yourself that range of weight to put back on can also be beneficial afterwards. So when we talk about stage weight, we also want to talk about off-season weight. So for me, what I find most people do really well at is somewhere between 5 to 10% of their total body weight over stage weight, right? So for me, at 174 pounds, I want to be somewhere around, you know, that 15-pound mark, right? That's probably a pretty good amount to be over my stage weight, right? So that way, you know, I'm still feeling good, I'm recovering well, everything's going well, I have plenty of energy, I sleep well, all that other stuff goes great. Now, if you're a smaller competitor, that's gonna be a smaller amount of weight, right? If I'm 100 pounds and I'm somewhere, you know, 5 pounds over stage weight might not be enough. I might need to be closer to that 10-pound range, right? And even at that point, I might need to be a little bit over that at that point to make sure that I'm healthy, hormones are recovering, I'm sleeping well, all that other stuff's going well. So remember, ranges, and we have to cater to the individual. Absolutely have to cater to each individual and treat them as their own self. There isn't necessarily a one-size-fits-all answer for everything. Truly, we get to that frustrating answer where it depends, right? We like the hard answers, but the truth is there aren't a lot of hard answers that we can just apply to every single person every single time. It depends. We have to treat each person like an individual. We have outliers, we have non-responders. There's a lot of different things that we need to take into account when we're formulating a plan for ourselves each individually. So, whereas yes, there are some overlying themes. Yes, we understand that evidence-based practices, you know, they're a thing, that they exist. We want to include those as best possible. But we also want to understand that we need to be open to, one, new things that might be coming up that might help to propel the athlete and the industry. And two, we want to be open to the fact that maybe this individual needs a different touch. They need a different approach in terms of how we handle their specific situations. So that's it, guys. Talking about stage weight a little bit today. It's a great thing to have, gives you a goal. Don't necessarily make it completely set in stone. It may need to be a little bit lower than what you think is typically what it's going to be. So that's it, guys. hopefully I'll see you this weekend at the Arnold. Have a great one.